Enough walking for today. We set up camp here. In case you boneheads have forgotten, the world is broken. Very broken. The dead walk the earth, and what remains of civilization is at the mercy of forces we barely understand.
What makes you think we're gonna find something different at this new place?
I don't know that we will, but at least we'll be sure.
Sure of what, exactly?
I don't know.
His memory's going again.
Your name is Russman. Russ Man.
That my first or last name?
We don't know. You're just Russman. Yeah, anyway, you're a former operative from Broken Arrow. You've been walking the Earth since the, incident.
Yeah. I think I remember. The town.
That's right.
That's where you found us!
When we met, you already had your lapdog in tow.
What do you mean, lapdog, huh? I'm the only one who knows what to do!
Don't talk stupid, Stu. All you know is whatever the German tells you to think.
I don't think you're in any position to ridicule Mr. Stuhlinger, particularly given your own proclivities.
You better watch your mouth before you say something you regret, boy.
Enough! We need to remember why we're here. We've all been jumping through hoops for reasons we don't fully understand.
Fully understand?
All right, for reasons we don't understand at all.
The structural integrity of the Earth is barely maintained. It's okay. Don't worry, I'm not hurt badly. This may be essential to our survival. I hope this fact is lost on Stuhlinger. I suspect this place was a ghost town long before the tectonic shift. Ah, yes, like so many things in life, something is missing. To have cleared an obstacle for us. Its destructive power just may prove useful. Much like the perk drinks, alcohol can affect you in ways you may not expect. Will this hit the spot? It appears to have cleared an obstacle for us. Its destructive power just may prove useful. Yeah, just a thought. Has anyone ever raised the question of fallout? Radiation poisoning? Anyone? Personally, I do not care for this stuff, but it is not without its uses. Other recourse. You're a creature of simple tastes, aren't you? Here's who cleared an obstacle for us. His destructive power just may prove useful. It's beautiful. You made me get my hands dirty. I'm not entirely sure this candy is fit for human consumption. Finally, we have adequate lighting to facilitate our endeavors. Such folly plays little role in my decision-making. Please, make me stronger. That's all I ask. I will keep this to hand. When complete, I am sure that this will be most useful. I have found an object of some kind. I sympathize with your plight if it wasn't for your excessive grabbing. I will not expend a moment's thought imagining a magic hammer and nails. Perhaps this item is connected to the mysterious question mark symbols we've been seeing. The lack of paperwork involved in the process is somewhat surprising. From the moment you touched me, your fate was sealed. Say no good deed goes unpunished. Your deed wasn't even good. It seems that this component is integral to the final design. I found something! Judging by the components alone, this would appear to be some kind of launching device. I don't even like this thing. I am intolerant to sugar and dairy. Hope that neither is an ingredient in this beverage. Perhaps this liquor bottle may be useful. Take it. It's gentle. He appears to have cleared an obstacle for us. His destructive power just may prove useful. That was a far more intimate encounter than I would have wished for.
Insta-kill!
Your demise was inevitable. Personally, I do not care for the stuff, but it is not without its uses. You're a creature of simple tastes, aren't you? He appears to have cleared an obstacle for us. His destructive power just may prove useful. We're getting far too close for my comfort. Much like the perk drinks, alcohol can affect you in ways you may not expect. Fear not. I will formulate a plan for my escape. Show some respect!
Insta-kill!
I am ready to lead the charge! Who's with me? Huh? Anyone? Will this hit the spot? He appears to have cleared an obstacle for us. His destructive power just may prove useful. Glasses, my vision is already 20/20. Some birds of prey are thought to possess 20. Am I expecting too much? Outlines of weapons for quite some time. Could it be possible that this is the chalk that creates them? Ah, yes, like so many things in life, something is missing. I fear I shall never be able to scrub this wretched stench from my skin.
Max ammo!
Our collective future is now brighter. If only a little. You were getting far too close for my comfort. Much like the perk drinks, alcohol can affect you in ways you may not expect. Take it. Good. Gentle. Here's just cleared an obstacle for us. Its destructive power just may prove useful. A few scraps thrown to the needy. This is fascinating! The bolt pump design offers longer barrel length while actually shortening weapon length. All of you, maintain a respectful distance at all times! Relationship between cause and effect, and that's effect with an E as opposed to affect, as in affectation, something you carry around, Russman. Affectation of bravado. Yes, I see what you're up to. To resort to profanity, but will you please just fuck off? What is it with you freaks always trying to touch me? I appear to be in the epicenter of this noxious cloud. reason that this machine is not actually housed within. Could it, in fact, be a portal to another realm? No more top-shelf purchases for you! The functionality of this machine cannot be explained by current scientific thinking, a fact that irks me considerably. Does the phrase, "the least I can do," mean anything to anyone? I do not think I can bear this foul odor much longer. Are you even cognizant of your decreased limb count? Never let me get horse in the mouth. Horses can and will bite if provoked. They'll probably show you no mercy. 0, nil, zip! Yes, I am all too aware of the noxious odor emanating from my person. I appear to be in the epicenter of this noxious cloud. The dead can't speak, so shut up! That's better than nothing, albeit by the tiniest of margins. Manual labor may distract my thoughts from the utter hopelessness of my situation. I had hoped this would actually be a labyrinth, and they are, after all, significantly more navigable. Relationship between cause and effect, and that's effect with an E as opposed to affect, as in affectation, something you carry around, Russman. Affectation of bravado. Yes, I see what you're up to. Describe that as a microtransaction. choosing?
Double points!
I think he's seeking out a place of safety. Personally, I do not care for this stuff, but it is not without its uses. I did not take this path for a provocation. I thank you for your assistance in this matter. Keep coming, foul beast! My marksmanship will continue to improve exponentially! I will not speculate as to the supernatural nature of all this.
Max ammo! Insta-kill!
Alas, my metamorphosis into killing machine is only temporary. There's blood everywhere. It's better than nothing, albeit margins. I do not think I can bear this foul odor much longer.
Double points!
I wish we had more rewards based on simple mathematics. You will die, foul creature! It has to be one limited time! The relationship between cause and effect, and that's effect with an E as opposed to affect, as in affectation, something you carry around, Russman. Affectation of bravado. Yes, I see what you're up to. I sympathize with your plight if it wasn't for your incessant grabbing. I am confident that you did not, in fact, see that coming. I would feel safer not carrying this around in my pocket. You never know what might happen. Evidently, I have no option but to trust you. Given that time is tight, I will simply make do with this. Without provocation! This should be relatively straightforward, so long as I take note of every step and every turn. The presence of this device appears to be a universal constant wherever we travel. Describe that as a microtransaction. Not much, but at least it's something. From the moment you touched me, your fate was sealed. A few scraps throw the needy. I don't consider minimal brain activity evidence of consciousness. I appear to be in the epicenter of this noxious cloud. We now have the means to accrue credit at a substantially increased rate. We're in the epicenter of this noxious cloud. Perhaps I am secreting some kind of pheromone that draws these beasts to my location. Oh yeah, I am kicking names and taking ass! I can only hope that the value of these gifts increases over time. I trust you will also provide said service in areas we cannot actually see? I would feel safer not carrying this around in my pocket. You never know what might happen. Just so you're aware, this isn't my typical modus operandi. No more top shelf purchases for you. You will die, foul creature, even if it has to be one minute at a time. Our collective future is now brighter, if only a little. Zero, nil, zip! I can only hope that the value of these gifts increases over time. Zero, nil, zip! Damage to your cranium is undeniable! Evidently, I have no option but to trust you with this. I have a feeling that something is slightly amiss with this particular maze. I observe that the shift in our audio experience has no correlation with our enemies' behaviors. That's better than nothing, albeit by the tiniest of margins.
And I've always felt this way.
I continue to be on some kind of roll.
Carpenter!
I fear I shall never be able to scrub this wretched stench from my skin.
On the wind, the smell of misery, fear and death.
I cannot allow you to continue your pointless existence! Not much, but at least it's something. I'm talking about the money.
And I always end up there.
Insta-kill!
Maximum effectiveness, minimum effort.
Suspecting, so easy to learn them away from all the angels within. I am learning from something I'm becoming unstoppable and I'm coming from something better.
I did not take this path without provocation.
Like something I'm becoming to follow me up, I'm running from something that I'm coming from.
I appear to be in the epicenter of this noxious cloud.
This very well of consciousness, I can barely hear the rain. Everyone becomes anonymous.
I recognize the relationship between cause and effect, and that effect is close to affect, as in affectation, something
Carpenter!
affectation of bravado. Yes, I see what you're up to.
Descending into our own nightmare from this twisted fantasy, falling far away from the beauty of annihilation. To a faceless place
I didn't even look at my feelings, I can't get up.
becoming unstoppable, and I'm coming from something that I'm running from. Becoming one, always running like something might be coming to follow me, and I'm running from something that I'm coming from. Becoming one, I've become something new.
relatively straightforward. Every step. You brought that on yourself. Grabbing, grasping, clutching hand will bother me no more. No more top shelf purchases for you. Aware of the noxious odor emanating from my person. For you, death came swiftly!
Max ammo!
I will not speculate as to the supernatural nature of all this.
Insta-kill!
Oh, now's my chance to look good in front of Misty. I have no desire to prolong your agony.
Max ammo!
Methods of dispatch are highly effective. Yeah, just a thought. Has anyone ever raised the question of fallout? Radiation poisoning? Anyone? This wretched stench from my skin. Your execution was executed with exemplary precision. I would describe that as a microtransaction. Your stench is repugnant to my olfactory system. Evidently, I have no option but to trust you with this. find a way to trigger such blasts at a time of our own choosing? Arr! You left me no other recourse. To explain my current effectiveness in combat. From the moment you touched me, your fate was sealed.
Insta-kill!
That's a good thing you weren't here a minute ago.
Double points!
If it wasn't for your incessant grabbing! If my calculations are correct, I am on what is typically known as a streak!
Max ammo!
Scraps thrown the needy. I will not take this path without provocation! The dead can't speak, so shut up! I would feel safer not carrying this around in my pocket. You never know what might happen. I would feel safer not carrying this around in my pocket. You never know what might happen. gifts increases over time. You were getting far too close for my comfort. Far more intimate encounter than I would have wished for. Top-shelf purchases for you. I recognize the relationship between cause and effect, and that's effect to me as opposed to affect. And affectation, something you carry around, Russman. Affectation of bravado, yes, I see you, Russman. I do not think I can bear this foul odor much longer. And show some respect, even just a little. Yes, I am also aware of the noxious odor emanating from my person.
Insta-kill!
I am ready to lead the charge! Who's with me? Anyone?
Carpenter!
Describe that as a microtransaction. I refuse to lie down in the face of adversity! Was it my skill or the power of this weapon? Unless I'm very much mistaken, that was a headshot! I can only hope without I show you no mercy. 0, 0, zip! That is a microtransaction. happens over time. Yes, I am also aware of the noxious odor emanating from my person. Dog and shower! Revenge is my only recourse! I recognize the relationship between cause and effect, and that's effect with an E as opposed to affect, as in affectation, something you carry around, Russman. Affectation of bravado. Yes, I see what you're up to. I sympathize with your plight if it wasn't for your incessant grabbing! I would feel safer not carrying this around in my pocket. You never know what might happen. I would feel safer not carrying this around in my pocket. You never know what might happen. You left me no other recourse. Your stench is repugnant to my olfactory system. I have a feeling that something is slightly amiss with this particular maze. Dirty. And taking ass! Better than nothing, albeit by the tiniest of margins. You brought that on yourself. Before you ask, no! My legs aren't shaking! Your demise was inevitable. 5.7 by 27 round makes this an ideal candidate for dual wielding. So why then do I only get one? I will rely on these only for their recuperative properties. In terms of combat, no thanks. Were I to find a suitable sniping position, I would never again have to get my hands dirty. I would question the intellect of anyone who advocates the use of explosives in an enclosed area. Lightweight, air-cooled, gas-operated, magazine-fed. That's quite the feature list. Has this undergone inadequate testing? I would hate to be used as some kind of guinea pig. If only the mind that created these devices had chosen to use their powers for good. I noticed that you function semi-automatic, much like Russman's thought processes, The high probability of self-inflicted injury essentially negates the RPG's more positive qualities. Ballistic knives are as logical as they are effective. Make of that what you will. This weapon's potential to penetrate cover is perhaps its most endearing feature. If only the mind that created these devices had chosen to use their powers for good. I shall remain both cognizant and vigilant in regard to the inherent problems with overheating. A moment's thought imagining a magic hammer and nail. Never look a gift horse in the mouth. Horses can and will bite if provoked. Fear not. I will formulate a plan for my escape.
Max ammo!
Rose the needy. Top-shelf purchases for you. The value of these gifts increases over time. Your collective mass speaks volumes. I appear to be in the epicenter of this noxious cloud. I return to the favor in time. You wish to perpetuate my misery? Well, thank you, I guess.